flex on them.
Yeah, low key, I was like, as I was in pre-pro, when I was testing the camera, pre-production.
Yes, we know what it means. I just I feel like I don't hear it that much. I was like, pre-pro, you don't say it.
I was like, shit, I fucked up the color scheme a little bit. You guys have a little theme going on, especially with this. It looks way better on camera.
Does it?
Like there's that Shoulders shirt, that shirt. Where's there, Dylan's shirt.
How you mean? You have a nice black one.
That's true stuff.
Actually,
if anything, I fuck it up or I just make it pop at the end.
No,
like,
I think you accentuate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the
accentuate.
end,
that's a solid word. Because you get the red from the shirt with your red, and then you get the black in the middle with my
black, and then you get the white Dylan with the V right there, and then
like God,
that's a solid.
This
wasn't planned.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
This is the sickest episode we've ever done.
What do you call accentuate? We're gonna write that right now. Let's write that in.
Word of the day.
I think that's how you spell it. No, that's not how you spell it.
Hey man,
they corrected me.
That's what I'm saying. You don't gotta tell them.
I don't even think that's a word. No, it is. 100% it is.
Oh, who cares? T.I. made that other word a word. Even if it wasn't a word, now we know it. Expeditiously.
Expeditiously.
Even if it wasn't a word, now we think it's a word.
No, I think the goal should be making words.
Yeah.
1,000%. Did they say Shakespeare made over 20,000 words in the English language?
70% of the English language was
that we used to translate by Shakespeare.
So Shakespeare just freestyled.
No, like what is that? A table. And now he
just freestyled.
200 years later,
Shout
what's a
Shakespeare
table?
Bench.
Original lyricist.
Oh my gosh, shit. Shakespeare might be the original lyricist. I'll give you that. I will give you that. Let's start the show in the meantime. Welcome everyone. Welcome to another episode of the True North Views podcast. Episode 129. We are here, Toronto's unofficial podcast. Of course, we discuss hip-hop, R&B, and the culture. Now, as usual, I go by the name of Harris.
Dill Stew in the building.
Jeez.
Y'all know me, the skirt master, Mr. Triple Double himself. 0 assists, please. Stealing 70 more from the TTC. You can call me Just Shola. And as usual, we are giving you our views from the perspective of a couple of first-generation Torontonians.
Plus one.
I didn't say you're right.
Saw good.
A few. You got change that name.
That's all I know. A few. I think few.
A couple is still like 3.
A couple's 2.
A couple is 2. Couple is 2 to 6. A couple is 2. I actually googled that because I went to the argument with someone in high school, not high school, in college. Like we were going on for like
you know what the difference
2 hours
is with this episode?
It.
I fucking left the blinds open.
Oh damn!
It's fucks up the lights.
Nah, it's not. It's actually not throwing anything off at all. But I'm thinking to myself, something looks different here. And then we figured out the pattern. Meanwhile, it's the window. As you guys were.
I think I'm wearing white too. I don't usually wear white.
Yeah, this is interesting.
It's a day, man. Today was just it's one of those days.
Sun's out.
We didn't expect it to be this hot. It's such in 20s.
You know what I'm saying?
Buns out. Wow.
Might touch Moxie's after this one time.
Hit that patio.
You know what I'm saying? No?
I'm not mad at that.
I wasn't who you're going with, but you know what? Let's save that for off the air.
I am not mad at that at all. Of course, let's let the people know where they can find us at True North Views on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Twitter. On YouTube, of course, you will find our full episodic experience, including our audio display that we our visual display that we have going on here. Let us know, did we nail it? Did we not nail it? Is it fire? Is it ice? Who really knows? Otherwise, of course, again, full episodic experience on there. On our Twitter, of course, you will find... I like Instagram last better at this point because I'm not really that active on Twitter. But on our Twitter, you will find random liking, random tweeting, random retweeting. Sometimes we do the topic of the day, the hashtag of the day, whatever it may be on our Twitter account. I know it's kind of weird with the flow, but at this point, anything that you see on the @True North Views Twitter page happened while I was
back home smoking medicating.
See, medicating teaches you 2 very important things. It teaches you awareness depending on the strain, and it teaches you acceptance if you can get past the anxiety. You know what I'm saying? So if you learn those 2 things, you get these Twitter fingers popping. Normally I would start the show from there, but I am going to end with the Instagram. What you will find on our Instagram, of course, is 60-second sound bites for the week, as well as our 30-second daily random soundbite. That app was bugging last week.
Instagram?
The headliner app. The daily clip 1 was your Sam Smith convo. Clip 2 was 2 seconds later your Sam Smith convo.
I'm like, yes,
like,
right?
am I tripping?
I'm like,
Am I tripping?
I'm like, did this guy pick the same clip twice?
I'm
Like,
like,
did you
that's
upload the
what
same one?
happened,
Like, did you upload the same one twice?
No, I looked at it. I was like, am I okay?
Yeah.
Because I thought I was just
Back home smoking
Medicating.
but then I looked keenly, and it just was
It was one of
aired
those
out.
jokes.
But of course, what those sound bites are designed to do is just to kind of give you an idea of our show. For example, very impromptu discussion last week about Omarion versus Trey Songz. Who would win in the verses?
The poll was wild.
Yo.
What was the poll for?
at right now?
Mine was like 69% for Trey Songz.
I think it was rough. It
Or
was
like
trending
18,
around the same.
18%.
I knew Trey was gonna have the like.
I'm like,
I knew
wow,
Trey was
it was
gonna get the
trending
like.
around
You guys
same.
must have forgot about Maybach O.
And
That's what I'm
it is.
saying.
I think so.
That's what it
Or
is.
it's just like a bunch of girls that
generation.
just love Trey Songz.
Could be.
I think it's the latter.
But yeah, I think like when I was checking, we sound like politicians. When I was checking the early vote, it was also
The early
trending
votes.
around 60% for Trey Songz. So I was like, interesting. But some of the comments were like, Trey don't want that smoke. Some of the comments were like, Omarion don't want that smoke. And I think that's exactly what we were intending to do. So
Right.
very good impromptu conversations that happen from this podcast at times, and of course that will be posted for you guys to participate in, for you guys to share with anyone. Please tell anyone at this point. Spread the word of the True North Views podcast. We would greatly appreciate that. Now
Speaking,
ahead.
I was going to trigger. I was going to try to do a solid transition.
segue.
Speaking of being
What you got?
politicians and early votes.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's not that
You
climactic.
noticed like
but
I snuck it in. But yeah, no, pre-potpourri conversation, of course, you know where this is going to go. We are going to be talking about the U.S. election a little bit in terms of just how your week was, because the week was just filled with that, or maybe maybe your week wasn't filled with that.
It's kind of hard to avoid it.
it wasn't filled with it, but it was a good percentage of it, I'll say.
Yeah.
It did. Like from Tuesday to today to right now, to a few hours before this, that's all we
And
were
even
talking
as
about.
this episode comes
Yep.
out, it's still going on.
It's not going to end.
But at least the president-elect was selected, vice president-elect as well. So as we know at this point, Biden had one. I had one as well. Put some money in Vegas, baby. I put some money after that vote day count when Trump was ahead. And everyone's like, but those mail-in ballots, though. I was
You
like,
put in some
let me
sneaky.
sprinkle a little bit on
Hey.
Sleepy Joe.
Good job, bro.
shit.
Good job.
So we hit that solid little payday there. I'm that much closer to a PS5. I'm not.
Kind of like, I want one, but I don't want one.
I agree
Just
with that.
side, no, just a quick side topic.
Yeah.
Like, I want one, but like, I'm not trying to spend that much
And it's
money
big.
on.
Wait, how much is it?
It's like $649 for the CD one, I think.
So it's
and
$8.
$5.99 for the
You can just wait till like next year.
and that's what I'm saying. It's the
Drop-
first
drop
one.
like
It's gonna have like
$150.
it's the first one bugs and gimmicks.
That's what I'm saying.
I had the first PS4. That shit sound like an airplane taking off,
Holy.
bro. In my room, I get cheese. Sometimes I'll be playing a game and I hear it, I just turn off the game. I'm like, I'm tired. Like,
done.
I don't want to
I don't
hear
wanna hear
this
that fan.
airplane in my
I don't
room.
want to hear that fan.
Well, sorry. Back to what you
No,
were
but I
saying.
mean, I agree with the PS5 convo. I don't think I'm gonna get it, to be honest with you. Actually, I just bought some Joy-Cons, so I'm gonna be playing that Switch.
Me, that's what, and that's way more fun, low key.
Is it?
Like, no, way more. It's a different kind of fun.
Quicker fun.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people like the Nintendo games because it's kind of just quicker action
Yeah.
as opposed to something elongated. But okay, so back to the election conversation. I forgot where I was gonna go with this.
I even forgot where we were going.
Hold on, 1 second. I posted a link somewhere. Okay, so Joe Biden made a statement. I'm honored and humbled by the trust of the American people to have placed me and what? Hold on, I'm just gonna read the statement itself because that shit had me tripping.
Fam, we just say he won ish. The
I'm
AP
honored
declared
and
him a winner.
humbled by the trust the American people have placed in me and in Vice President-elect Harris. That was a lot better.
Hey, gang shit.
In the face of unprecedented obstacles, a record number of Americans voted, proving once again that democracy beats deep in the heart of America. Who wrote this for him? With the campaign being over, it's time to put the anger and the harsh rhetoric behind us and come together as a nation, referring, of course, to the United States of America. It's time for America to unite and to heal. We are the United States of America. And there's nothing we can't do if we do it together. Cap, cap, cap.
Okay.
But hey, man.
Someone said, "Hooray, we're going back to normal racism."
Yes.
Yes, I seen that.
Like,
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
I get it.
All of them are going back into their caves now.
So okay, so I guess the this very brief convo I wanted to have about that was, I mean, first of all, we're not American.
We're not
Right?
American.
We're not American, and we're
Let
talking
that be
about
known.
American politics. So take that as you may.
You're welcome.
But there's some people, of course, in a celebratory mood.
Yep. They're actually out there. I was watching on CNN and CB24.
Here. I was
Oh.
like, holy
No,
shit, that's crazy.
no, not
I was
Canada.
like,
I
wow.
mean, like in
No,
the
they are.
States.
They're in DC going crazy
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
I'm in a celebratory mood because I won some money in Vegas.
Hey, man, you always say
But
that.
nothing
That's
beyond that.
always a good one.
But there's the other side of the fence that says, "Oh, shame on you guys for being celebratory because it's two evils, of course."
Yeah.
Right? How do you feel about that? Just that rhetoric. I mean, obviously we all don't care anyway, but
Honestly, like, yeah, doesn't affect me much, but I can understand the sentiment when they're like, oh, they're just choosing the lesser of the two evils. Like, they don't really care as much about the people, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Like, I see where they're coming from, so I can't hate on that, to be honest, but, like, at least, like, you're moving in a better direction.
There you go.
and I
mean?
think that's what it was. In my perspective as well, was that it was getting Trump out more
Right.
than I'm so hopeful for Biden. And no,
Because who knows what could have
No.
happened in another
Exactly.
4 more years of this guy being
Exactly.
in position of power.
And
Exactly.
even though Biden may not be doing anything for the black community, for example, at least Trump was vocal about his white supremacy. Like
I think even-
that was a difference for me to just get. That was my thing about getting Trump out of there, was just like
I think even
was it.
beyond that.
they might not be doing much, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but beyond that shit, what was I gonna say? Fuck, what was I gonna say? In Trump being vocal, because on one perspective, you don't want people to be closeted. It's like, no,
Exactly.
If you like that, be that.
Oh yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But it was creating, very much a divide. And what I was gonna say was that,
1,000%.
the Democrats, as they always do, sold in a certain way. So if you got 4 more years of Trump, there is no ability to even ask for accountability.
Exactly.
Whereas, don't get me wrong, we don't think shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right? Especially, I think they lost the Senate, or the Senate is still in decision. So basically, like, it's almost like you can still ask them to be accountable, as opposed to knowing that it will fall on deaf ears.
Right.
So that's kind of, for me, where any kind of hope or where any kind of celebratory mood comes from. It's not from thinking Joe Biden's going to be this amazing.
Oh no.
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
don't see it.
But I mean, I guess, congratulations to that.
And also our first
Somewhat over.
female vice president,
Yes,
as well as being.
We'll get to that. We'll get to
okay.
that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Rewind.
I actually do have
I
a
saw
button for
that.
that.
That's why I didn't bring it up.
Rewind selector.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's go music potpourri. Let's get out of this. We're not a
What we
political
got?
show.
Where we starting?
Music potpourri. We are going to start with some sad news. Actually,
Oh, yeah,
a
fuck.
couple of pieces of sad news. Firstly, we're going to start with King Von. Rest in peace. Let's get that out the way immediately. King Von died from injuries sustained in a shooting. I'm just trying to get some details here.
It was after a performance at a hookah lounge.
Was it?
In
That I didn't
Atlanta?
see.
It was a hookah lounge in Atlanta. He had like a show. I won't say it was a performance. You know what those when you
Like
show up
a
somewhere
walkthrough?
Yeah.
and they just pay you to come to the club.
I
Yeah.
would still call it a performance.
Yeah, exactly. The song is playing in the background. He just went on the
You're there,
stage. But so he has a perform. He just performed there. There's even videos of him performing in there.
And then it was just like 2 groups of people going at it. Gunfire had ensued. And King Von was one of 2 people, if I'm not mistaken, that were that passed away from that. I think there is.
I thought it was 3.
Yeah,
Was
I
it
could be
3?
wrong.
Was it updated
I
to
read
3?
I read that 2 of
2
his
died
friends
on scene.
were dead on the scene, and then he was
And
in
then
critical condition.
Okay.
he got dropped
Which later-
So
after
King Von was the person labeled in critical condition.
Yes.
Okay, because I had heard something that said 2 passed away, 1 in critical.
And I was
Yes,
like,
and
oh
it's
man, I
assuming-
hope he makes it. When I seen critical condition, I was like, yes.
I
I'm
saw
not
it
yes that he's
after.
in critical condition,
No,
but
but
like,
yes, that-
Yes, that
thankful
he's
thankful
not
that
dead.
he's not dead.
Exactly. It could be worse.
Yeah, so I mean that one hit me by surprise.
That was crazy.
That hit
We
me.
talked about King Von last week.
And you know what?
I was just getting into him, bro.
I was about to come here and be like, yo, I'm about to be his biggest fan. Like, all week, legit, I've been bumping King Von at work. Like,
Bumping this
GTA, I've been bumping that song on repeat. My coworker, I literally told him on Thursday, I'm like, did my music play out loud? He's like, no, why? I'm like, oh, I'm blasting some King Von. He's like, who's that? I'm like, what's up? And this is like some white Irish kid, 24-year-old, doesn't listen to rap. He likes Logic. That's his favorite rapper.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Of course.
But like, he listens to it, he's like, oh, wow, like, oh, this guy's kind of like it.
Yeah.
Next day, I'm like, yo, do you know that guy I told you about? He's like, yeah, I saw the news. I'm like, that's fucked.
Yes,
like, I was about to come
man.
and say, I was bumping on my what's in your rotation? I was like King Von on repeat.
Welcome to O Block.
Welcome to O Block.
Really good album. That album was really. It is. Let me not say
It's
it was.
really
the
good.
album
Really
is
good.
really fucking good.
Solid project.
You know, I think all three of us were as excited as one another, like just looking forward to like hearing more from him.
Yes.
Like, oh shit, this guy is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I had a few days up on you guys. 'Cause,
Exactly.
You know, being surrounded by younger people with my brother and them, and then I brought it to you guys, and it's like, oh shit, and then you guys were just as excited as I was, and you know it sucks.
26-year-old
It's
too,
sad.
3 kids.
It's sad, like as fuck. That, like that we're still like I don't want to get like too much detail like too deep with it, but like we're just killing each other, man, over some dumb shit. Like what was it even about?
And I hate that. That's the shit that like that's the energy they give out. Like that's what gives them the energy. If that like to make the kind of music King Von does, he has to have that energy, and I hate that that's where it comes from. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Like I wish it could come from like playing baseball. I know it doesn't.
Yeah.
But,
like a different arena.
Yeah,
but,
like-
unfortunately,
Unfortunately, yeah.
I know, unfortunately.
Let's before we kind of try to shake the mood off. Let's move right on to what's the gentleman's name? Glen Johnson.
Glen Johnson.
This is DaBaby's brother. Who posted this? I think you.
Yeah, that was me.
Yes.
You want to talk about that a bit?
Yeah, so I found out like it was actually a couple days ago that this happened. So basically, DaBaby's brother Glen Johnson did a live where he was just ranting, but you can see that he was physically and visibly emotional, erratic, and like going through like a manic state of mind. He had like cuts on his hands and stuff like that, so he must have been doing some type of self-harm, and he was ranting about just being tired of living and like just like all the bullshit that he's been through, people playing him and this and that. And then eventually a few hours later he was confirmed by TMZ that he actually committed suicide with self-inflicted gun wounds.
Gun wounds?
Gun wounds or wounds, I think. Yeah, gun wound or gun wounds.
Oh, okay.
So basically, yeah, it's tough, man. Like, and DaBaby it hasn't been like shy about talking about this certain topic as well. Like with his song last year, the intro.
Yeah.
Where there's actually lyrics that I got here. If you guys want to read, I can't read. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, my brother be thinking that we don't love him and let him struggle. Like we ain't family. Like I won't give up on sorry, like I won't give up all I got to see you. Pretty much.
And star.
And
Yeah.
star.
I don't use the N-word as much.
I'm trying to
I try to cut it out. So
unnecessariness.
I'm a like fam, bruv.
Like-
bruv, King. I'll put the King in there. But like,
Yeah, it's just sad to see.
it's
man.
sad
Like,
to see because especially with like mental health being as so prevalent as it is today, it's still so sad to see when people are still not like, I don't want to say they're not checking up on their people, but like keeping when they're known to have these instabilities, right? You should be keeping them a lot closer. He was in North Carolina still.
That's
Where
true.
was DaBaby?
Probably in LA.
I'm not
No, of
blaming
course not.
him
you're
at
just
any
saying-
shape, way, or
Of
form
course not.
at all.
No.
But like, come on, you know
I
what I
know
mean?
what
You know what I think? Two points I'll add to that. I mean, first point being, a lot of people underestimate how much the pandemic has impacted everyone.
Yeah. No, that's
mentally,
social interaction.
In
man.
terms, like I've had conversations with people. This is on a different scale, but this is very much the same conversation. I've had conversations with people that are like, "Yo, I don't even think I want kids no more."
Damn.
What am
Yeah,
I taking them
a lot
into?
of
I've
people-
actually
a lot
Because
of people
a lot
have
of
said
people
that.
think the next decade is going to move from where we are now to that 1948 Big Brother type of life that that people think is trying to be created for us.
Right.
So I see a lot of people lose hope and that sense of despair, right?
Yep.
I think that's what it is when there's a sense of despair, you can't see a light. No matter how
it's tough
far
for
you
sure.
look,
No, I can see
you
that.
cannot see
It's
that
tough.
light. And I think this is very much under that umbrella. And in terms of, we always say check on your strong friend or check on your friends, period. I want to broaden that statement a little bit more. I think talk to people with interest.
I
You know what I'm saying? We have, like, a lot of people have very quick social media like conversations where
Right.
it's just interact, read, laugh, cool, funny, move on. Like, really, like, when you say, yo, what up, chilling you? No, like, yo, bro, what'd you do
exactly.
Yeah, what's going on in
Right?
your life?
Like-
I know, like
even when you came in, I didn't even do this intentionally, but now that I'm thinking about it, even when you came in, I said to you, yo, what's going on for the day? What's going on today? I didn't say, what's up?
Yeah,
How you doing,
exactly.
man? Like I said, oh, what's going on today? Oh, not much. I was just chilling at home. It's talk with intention. Talk with
Meaningful.
showing that you want to have and you care
interest.
to have
Yeah.
meaningful conversations
true.
with people.
1,000%.
And this is actually something that I learned through work.
Oh, it makes
Me
sense
too.
though.
It's
It
the
really
best
makes
way
sense.
the best way to improve communication with someone, rather than trying to be interesting, try
to
being
be
interested.
A
It
1,000%.
makes sense. Rather than saying, "Hey, how's it going?" Say, "How's it going?" about a specific topic.
Yeah.
Now to that
Yeah.
person subconsciously, you're like, "Oh, damn, they actually care that they're asking so
1,000%.
specific about something specific."
Just be
Now,
genuine.
yeah, whatever was good. You
That's
know,
it. Just
I'm
be
genuine
genuine,
about it.
and that's kind of the whole
That
point
is.
of a podcast as well, is longer form discussion.
Yeah.
Like, let's try to have that happen again, especially with the times that we're in now.
And like,
Regardless of what platform it happens on, it can happen on Twitter, it can happen in a DM,
Anywhere.
it can happen on WhatsApp, whatever it may be. Just talk with a little bit more interest, a little bit more intention, a little bit more
intent.
being genuine.
1,000,000%. And there's also outlets, especially in Ontario now, that like there's free counseling services that people can go to. There's What's Up Walk-In that I use myself as a person that deals with mental health issues. So I talk to them regularly, and there's different types of counselors that you can talk to, like so they're more relatable to you. They're from Toronto. They're from the areas that we're from. They're just like us, and then they're people that you can talk to at any time. Or even reach out to me.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like,
Exactly.
my,
Anyone.
my DMs
podcast,
are open. Like, if you feel like you're going through
me,
some shit and you
Yeah.
need somebody to talk to, and you don't have anybody to talk to, fucking reach out to me.
Absolutely. I
I'll
like
talk
that.
to you.
And again, just for everyone listening, just try being that person that is interested, and start to notice the effect that it has on the people around you.
1,000%.
It definitely makes an impact. Let's
Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up,
shake
shake
that
it up.
one off.
I had a lot more to say, but I'm not gonna go that deep. I was like, when I watched that video, like before, like of his brother, that shit fucking hit me, bro. Like, I almost started tearing up.
Yeah,
That shit
I
was
saw the
scary.
video.
there
bro.
was
Eerie.
0% chance I would click that video.
I saw that. I watched
I had
it.
to. The other the
0%
King Von shit, I couldn't watch that shit. But his brother, I had to. Like, I don't know what drew me to it, but I had to.
Me too. Same with the brother. I watched it. It was on
Fucked me
academics.
up.
I was just like, damn, like that's fucked.
Fucked me up today still.
Okay, I'm gonna play this again because
Yeah.
it's supposed
Sorry,
to be
guys.
it's supposed to have the last word.
Oh shit. Shake it out. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Monsters after this. So I used to see some nice.
Jeez, and the patios are heated,
You know what I'm saying?
and it's already hot.
Yo, what code? I saw that list of codes. What code is Toronto in? Because I did not see Toronto on that list.
What codes?
What codes?
Oh, you never mind. Like the Ontario is doing the codes to open up the
Oh, like
color
base,
codes.
oh, the colors. I don't know about that still.
No, I don't know.
I just know our shit's open.
I have no clue. Spotify. Spotify's in the news again.
Back
Of
at it again.
course.
And they're
With the
back
white
at it
badges.
again, being worse. And we asked the question, which direction are they going to head in?
Oh,
direction
God.
1 or direction 2?
What'd they do this time?
I don't remember which direction was worse, but they headed in possibly the worst direction. So I'm going to read the following article here. Spotify to offer artists and labels the option to promote their music in your recommendations in exchange for a lowered promotional recording royalty rate. So they're lowering their rate per stream.
Wow.
In order, let me read the article.
That is wild.
Remember what I told you about how record labels own Spotify for this, like, doing this exact same thing? They do song placements for ownership and lower their they lower the amount per stream for stock in Spotify.
Yeah.
It's actually been proven. Like,
that is
Sony
wild.
Music owns stocks in Spotify.
Universal as well.
Yeah.
Add another layer of shade.
I think Universal owns Sony.
Cause who's gonna wanna promote their music for less streams? Only record labels. This shit's not made for the artist.
So Spotify has announced a new feature for artists and labels seeking to increase exposure. In a press release issued on November 2nd, the digital streaming platform unveiled that a new function that will allow creators at all levels to boost their visibility through Spotify's algorithmic music selector that the app defaults to on the radio and autoplay functions. In this new experiment, artists and labels can identify music that's a priority for them, and our system will add that signal to the algorithm that determines personalized listening sessions. This is so much fluff. This allows our algorithms to account for what's important to the artist. While Spotify notes that the feature won't require any immediate upfront costs, it will only be available in exchange for lowered royalty payments.
You guys are gangsters,
Labels or rights holders agree to be paid a promotional recording royalty rate for streams in a personalized listening sessions where we provided this service. Furthermore, the press release adds that accepting these new terms, oh my god, wow. I'm going to read this sentence very slow. Furthermore, the press release adds, after everything that I just said, that accepting these new terms won't guarantee placement to labels or artists.
These guys are finessers, bro.
You know what?
These are fucking crooks.
I rate Spotify though. Like, as a business, the way they cornered the market of music sharing and just monopolized it,
bro. If people,
shout out to Spotify.
Fam, and people are still willingly working with Spotify
because they have no choice.
It's the Walmart effect,
60 million.
Walmart throttles every single one of their suppliers.
Yeah. Walmart doesn't have Tap. You know what the owner said? The owner's like, yo, people are going to come to our store no matter what.
Yeah, facts.
I still go to Walmart. I have to take my debit card.
Cheese every single time.
I'm like, yo, why do we have
there's no fucking Tap.
I remember the owner literally said, a press release, the owner said, yo, people are going to come to our store. We're not going to pay the extra charge to Visa, whoever.
But at the same time, for music, it's a little bit different because if there's no music, there's no Spotify. What are they going to do? Podcasts? They're going to be a podcast app?
Well, maybe, and they're going to do that too.
They'll do that.
Let me read a funny tweet here that I think explains it well. Spotify's new two-sided marketplace is literally payola, except they're taking the money on the back end, which is a lower royalty rate, instead of upfront. Artists will earn less in exchange for promo/visibility. Spotify will save money. Labels will abuse this tool. For artists who are signed to a label, it will now take you even longer to recoup on your advance if your label opts in. For those that are unsigned, unless you are generating a ton of revenue, good luck on seeing much of a difference knowing Spotify isn't saving money on you.
Damn.
Yes, and that's exactly what you said. Exactly what I was saying. It's for labels.
100%.
It's not for the artist. It's not for the artist. And the label's gonna enter it now. An artist's gonna get less. He's not gonna get no promotion. And he's getting less dollars per stream.
Yo,
shout out to Spotify for the business.
I'm gonna say shout out to them in terms of like I never knocked the hustle.
The hustle. That's what I mean. Like, I never knock the hustle. I mean, not support your hustle.
You can never knock anybody making money. No, I can never do that.
I would never knock the hustle.
You're living. You're paying. You're feeding your family. Do what you got to do. But at the same time, fuck.
I might not support you.
It is a nasty. Even though I have Spotify,
shiesty. And I am kind of
cheap, man.
It is cheap. Like it's affordable. Man.
We do,
but like they do it. This is why it's cheap.
Shit, I use Apple Music, bro. I'm going to switch to Tidal though. Tidal has hi-fi. Tidal has live performances and everything, bro. Fuck Spotify.
Real shit. I feel you. But
how much is a Tidal family plan?
Let's
look into it because
Tidal family plan is a lot because
it's dollars.
Tidal regular plan is like $13.
Yeah,
it's like
Tidal Hi-Fi, which is way better, is like $20 a month.
Yeah, they're wild.
Family.
Hey man, I might look into it. That's just
come on,
man. They're wild. So I'll just stick to my Apple Music, bro.
My Apple Music is garbage. Okay.
It's shit still. I wish I had Tidal, bro.
Let's move on here. That window got me distracted. I'll tell you that much.
You want to close it now?
If you close it, we're going to see it in the video. This is going to be closed now.
It's going to get darker.
Definitely. Oh yes, my new faucet has been delivered because we never
Oh, it's
actually
outside?
talked about our week.
Where's the fridge at?
Was that you heard a sound too?
I heard like something open or something.
No, it's probably my
Oh.
neighbors at that point. But no, I'm trying to upgrade the home a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like like those small little $80 items that make a huge difference.
Yes.
I'm trying to do that. So the faucet gonna be the long.
Yeah, with trust me. When I buy a house, I gotta do those little
blinds,
upgrades that make
obviously, I
it.
did,
Like
not
it's
too long
small
ago.
$80, like you said, but it makes a huge
Area
difference.
rug, like this shit makes a huge.
It
fucking
does.
difference.
You can spend like $1,000
Throw
and
pillows.
$1,000 you can get a solid upgrade to your house.
Y'all been seeing it. Y'all been seeing this happen.
It's
Now my
solid
faucet
upgrade.
has a.
You won't see the faucet, but
You will
you know.
not see the faucet. Well, maybe the hose can extend. Okay, let's move on though. Let's move on to Mulatto.
Mulatto, yes.
I think we posted this.
I did.
Okay, what's going on with Mulatto?
Mulatto says she's excited over Nicki Minaj praise. She says, "I'm lost for words." A co-sign from Nicki Minaj has caused Mulatto to have one of the best days of her life. The queen of the Souf rapper, I don't know, maybe that's the name of her
Just
album.
mean South.
Oh, South. Oh.
That was the name of her album.
Yes, it makes sense now. It makes sense now. I say South.
South.
I saw Souf. Okay, it's Souf. It's spelled Souf. Had much to say on Friday about her collaborative single with 2
Where's she
Chainz
from?
called Quarantine
Atlanta.
Thick from Atlanta.
She's with Gucci. Y'all don't know.
Oh, she is?
Mulatto?
She's 10-17?
She's 10-17.
Shit.
Actually, no, she was
Fab.
Isn't she Not Dame Dash? Dupree. Who? Jermaine Dupree.
Jermaine Dupri?
I don't know her full
So
history.
so deaf. So
But yo,
deaf.
But I
fam,
know she's female Gucci.
why is she... Doesn't that irk you?
It
Her name
does.
being mulatto?
It does.
It
It does.
used
It still
She's
does.
sweet,
fam.
though.
It used
Shit.
to. If a white guy
Okay,
called
mulatto.
himself, now I know it's not the same level
It's-
of term. I understand that, but okay, I'll give you 2 examples. One example that's popularly used: the Nas album, the Nigger Tape. Are you bothered?
Yes.
I never bumped it.
Are you bothered by the name of the album?
Yes.
No, nah.
Yeah. I am.
I'm a huge Nas fan, so I'm biased, so I can't speak.
I am bothered just because I just don't want people using the N word.
I don't use the N-word
And
personally.
now,
so.
what if a white rapper called himself Crackers?
That'd be funny.
That's kind of your business, you know. That's your own battle to
that'd be funny
fight.
as hell,
I'm
bro.
not fighting that battle. That's what I'm
Yo, shout out
saying.
to Crackers.
Oh man, but I mean, for the mulatto name,
No, but
I
she's
just,
fire, though.
I
She's
just kind
actually-
of told myself I'm not in a position to.
She makes
judge
good
that.
music.
I'm not mixed.
She's
I can't
nice.
say nothing.
I fuck with it.
Hey.
I fuck with her now.
All I know is that
It's growing
Nicki
on me.
tweeted, my baby Big Latto, which she does go by, which I like a lot better.
Yeah,
Big
I like it.
Latto.
That's what, remember we said that. I'm gonna call it.
And
Big
I
Latto.
like Big Latto. It sounds like a lot.
It sounds way more swag. Like, that's
it
Big
does.
Latto.
Like Big Latto, like Meg Thee Stallion. You know.
That's Big Latto right
That's
there.
Big Latto.
She said, my baby Big Latto sending all the love right back. She's dope. Yeah, and that was just a tweet, and she had
She's
a.
fire still.
And she retweeted. She responded
I'm
like,
smitten.
"Is that her?"
I was wondering if that was her.
Nah, cause that shit mean the world to me for real. Y'all don't understand. I'm lost for words. It may seem small, but it may seem small to y'all, but Nicki is my fucking inspiration. Since I'm like 8 years old, dog. I'm beyond fulfilled. Heart
Is that how she
emoji, heart
sounds?
emoji, heart. She
Crazy
kinda sound
thing
like
is that Nicki Minaj has been around so long that she probably really has
Yeah.
been inspo for
yeah.
Mulatto
'Cause-
since
hell yeah.
8 years old.
real.
8.
Mulatto's
how
like
does-
21.
What?
She's like 21 or 22.
And Nicki was on Monster. So that's
Yeah. What year was that?
2010.
10. What was
9. Either way, it makes sense.
Like 11, 10 years old.
And when you're a
crazy.
female rapper, you know the female rappers are younger than
1000%.
like.
And Monster obviously is not the debut of Nicki. Like
Oh, hell
obviously
no.
she had the beam.
Yeah, we'll just
Beam Me Up
kind of
Scotty
say
and
like
making a joke.
that's a landmark.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I just doing that Gambino there quickly. I'm just gonna read up some of his
You said,
latest
but hold on.
tweets.
You said
I
you want to
should.
be a repeat of Cardi?
Yeah, so like you know, how she didn't give Cardi the flowers early, where she
Yeah.
kind of had that beef thing early. I feel like ever she Meg Stallion, she gave her she
Then
did.
she did.
learn
I
from her
feel like
mistakes.
City Girl,
learned
she
from the
did,
Cardi.
and that's what I mean. She doesn't want a repeat of that. Like all
Yeah.
these girls, are gonna be like, yo, I'm supposed to be like their godmother,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Exactly.
I can't be beefing with them.
I think that's what it is. I think she kind of stepped out of a competitive realm,
Yes,
and rightfully so. It's like
She
hold
has
up.
a kid now. She has a whole
I'm
family
God
and shit.
level
Like,
to y'all.
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
but,
I'm gonna
like-
just be the grandmother, the auntie, whatever. Like I'm not gonna try to.
she doesn't need to
compete
like.
with
She
you
doesn't
no
need. She doesn't need to demand respect in that manner.
Yes.
She earned it. She earned her respect.
She does. She has.
more. Agreed.
So-
I was actually gonna post this Gambino as well.
Yeah, I seen that too, but I
That's
thought
the
about it. I'm like,
shit.
man.
That's what I was saying. I just threw it in last minute right now. Like, you know, as we were talking earlier, I was like, you know what? Let me just throw that in there.
Is that more of a keeper leak? Do we think? Or?
No.
I just want to run through. Yeah, I just want to run through because each tweet I wanted to just talk about a little bit.
Okay, well, Childish Gambino, for timestamp purposes, is on this time slot.
Okay, so first tweets. Last music was probably my best, but the one upcoming will be my biggest by far. Listen to new ancient strings outside.
Now, to put it in perspective, Childish Gambino's last project
was that number shit.
Was 3:15:20.
Yeah, 3:15:20.
That shit was
that shit
booty
was
cheeks,
garbage.
bro.
Awaken My Love was
Awaken My Love was my shit. That's probably an album of like the decade, bro.
No, don't argue with. It's right there at the bottom.
Yes, the
I got the collection, man. The vinyl 3D
the vinyls?
at the bottom there.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, I got it, man. I got that shit.
No, that shit was fire.
That was a great album.
That was a good album.
That was the one with Redbone on it.
Hands down. I'm definitely playing that shit like when I'm 70 years old.
So he's already capped in the first tweet.
Second tweet. While I'm here, Atlanta season 3 and 4 are going to be some of the best television ever made.
And I agree.
Sopranos, only ones who can touch us.
I agree.
You guys have both watched Atlanta?
I love Atlanta.
Yes,
It's one of my favorite shows.
I've yet to watch Atlanta.
You should really watch it.
And
really
I'm
good.
gonna add it. That's why I have my phone out. I'm literally adding it to my list right now. I've been kind of scrambling for a show to watch because I finished like a few recent shows. So
I watch it medicated. Whoo, it's hilarious, man. Like, you see the brilliance of the writers of the show, the directors.
Is it drama, comedy?
It's like drama.
It's drama.
Dramedy?
It's like drama comedy.
But not studio audience laughter.
No,
definitely not. It's
Or
like
laugh
real
track,
life.
I guess. Let me not say
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
It's like a drama disguised in a comedy.
Yeah.
Cause it's about a struggle,
It's for real.
but then it's all comedy around
Okay,
it,
no, I'm
and
for that.
the moments are funny. And it's stuff you as a black
It's like
man
real life shit though.
will relate to too. And that's what I mean. It's like stuff as a black person you relate to. Like,
Yeah.
I get that.
And it's
shit.
one of those shows that I know I want to watch. Like I don't have to debate it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I just forgot about it literally until I saw that tweet. So I'm glad to add that to my list. I have to write that shit down. And
Last tweet.
Yeah, go ahead.
21, Tierra, Steve G. Lover, and Keem are my favorite right now. But Azalea is the best.
Okay.
I get it. And I'm not mad at it.
Azalea Banks?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to him.
He's talking about Azalea Banks. Yes.
Shout out Iggy Azalea.
Okay.
Although apparently I saw a tweet that said this Iggy track. There's some Iggy Azalea track that's fire, bro. I have to find it. I swear to God.
Okay.
There's
Iggy Azalea.
Shout out to
What-
I know he likes 21 Savage a lot because he's always on every 21 Savage album that I've noticed. Even the album he didn't even feature in, he didn't get a credit on. I was outside this guy one day. I was listening. I'm like, that sounds like
21.
No, it sounds like Childish Gambino. I went to go Google it, and it was Childish Gambino. It's a monster off his I Am What I Am.
Okay, I don't even want to start song searching for
Okay.
Iggy Azalea. I don't know which song it is, but that shit was fire.
Shout out to him, man.
She was like, "Oh my God, never mind." She said something like, "If you try to act up, I slap you in your face."
Oh.
That's hard, man. That's hard. That's hard.
On that. Okay, we're gonna talk about Mod Club.
Yes.
Mod Club a little bit. Mod Club is a venue.
This.
A venue in Toronto.
Uh-huh.
Have I ever been to Mod Club? I don't think
Yeah,
I
I think
have.
I've been
you
like
have.
once or twice.
I want to say you have.
Like it wasn't like really big like
Mod
for my
Club
generation.
Theater. Mod Club Theater. I can't.
J. Cole,
recall.
first J. Cole concert?
I thought that was Sound Academy.
I don't know. I'm asking. I wasn't
Oh,
there.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, wait, what? Either way, this is actually something that did do some slight rounds on Toronto Twitter.
Yes.
First, I'll talk about, so again, Mod Club is a theater, one of the venues in Toronto, and just to
Iconic.
put it in perspective.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm tripping.
Beyond it being iconic, just to put it in perspective for our listeners, the size of the venue. There's a bunch of artists that we've seen live. We've
Yes.
seen the likes of Black. For myself, Rick Ross, Pusha
Yeah.
T.
I've seen Drake.
Well, I'm trying to think of
Kanye,
like the
Cole.
smaller venue.
Oh,
smaller venue.
Who's that guy we saw? In with Bobby Sessions.
I'm tripping. I forgot his name.
But anyway,
But again, like the the type of venue that it is, like Rhapsody, like those are the types of venues that those types of artists perform at.
It's usually like an up and sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Like up and coming artists, like when you see someone at the Mod Club, it means you saw them early in their career.
Yeah. Or established as well.
Isn't the Weeknd's first show at the Mod Club?
Yeah,
Or tripping?
yes,
I-
it
yes.
was. The Weeknd's
That's a good-
first
that's
show
a
in
good-
every
Yeah.
Toronto was
Okay,
Mod Club.
okay.
It's a big.
Yeah.
It was a big thing in Toronto. That
Yeah, that's iconic.
his
They
first
shouldn't,
show.
they shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
that's,
it's
that's
like,
a Toronto
it's
staple.
like, so that's why closing it down is such a big deal. 'Cause
Oh,
it's like
okay,
if you saw
fuck.
someone like, yo, I saw Drake at the Mod Club, and you saw Drake before he was popping, type
super
of
early.
It's
thing.
like J. Cole Sound Academy.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
Sound Academy is not fitting J. Cole.
And Sound Academy.
ACC is J. Cole sold ACC 2 days in a row.
Exactly.
ACC is a stadium, so it shows you like just how iconic the club is. And
I'm going to read
or
their
the
statement
theater
here.
is.
Dear customers, we regret to inform you that the Mod Club Theater will be closing its doors and operations on 722 College Street, effective immediately. Serving you for the last 2 decades has been fun, full of great memories and good times. We hope that we've been successful in adding to the community since we first opened doors in 2002. Our goal was always striving to bring big smiles, positive vibrations, and memories that will last a lifetime. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for years of love. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Let the good times keep rolling. When I said it made its rounds on Toronto Twitter, just more creative space talk, right?
Yeah.
Because we know Toronto is notorious for a condo. Or
Facts.
or some kind of development
Building.
like many other major cities, and we're losing our creative spaces,
We are.
Yeah.
right? Like, and I think
Government was one of the first to go.
yes, government was close.
Government was a big one.
Government was iconic.
Man, that government was great, but
Shout out to Toronto, man.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know how I feel about that, because Toronto
big
is
loss
a
for the city.
growing
That's a huge loss for the
creative
city.
space while it simultaneously loses its creative spaces.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Is it because creatives are now more individual in their space? Or is it because... And now, mind you, this is a theater. I'm just talking at large, though, right? Or is it because, again, this development stuff is just going to eat away at the creativity of a city?
I think it's a little bit of that, a little bit of everything that you said, but also that the fact that there's not anybody that's sort of taking the place of these people. Like the Mod Club's been open for 20 years.
Yeah.
Where's the next Mod Club?
Yeah.
Where's the next person that's going to step up and say, okay, this is the new Mod Club? They're not being
Toy box.
replaced.
They're not. That's true. That
Toy
is-
box
you're
aside,
right.
toy box.
Government kind of got replaced by Rebel, but Rebel is not government at
It's
the same
not.
time. It's
Yeah.
not.
Exactly.
You can't replace
You
like
can't.
government. So there's got to be some way or some person that's going to be able to replace these venues
As
or
long as they
replace
don't
the
close
creative
Revival,
spaces.
I'm good.
So I have a question. What does this say about the future of? I know with the pandemic and everything, the future of like I don't know concerts, for example.
It's the fight. It's the fight against condo and development,
Yeah.
gentrification,
That is true.
versus still having an identity as being a creative city.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is that, you know, although Tory is falling off in my book,
I never liked Tory from the
never liked
beginning.
him. But one thing I always gave him, I guess, not even credit because I don't have any proof of it, but at least perceptual credit, was with how he treated the Toronto creative space. Right? I always thought he had a hand, like, not, and again, this is a building closing because it probably can't
Yeah.
pay its rent. So I'm sure he has nothing to do with that. But, you know, it says a lot. It says a lot about what direction do we want to go in as a major metropolitan city.
Yeah, I think it's still open because New York, being New York, is as still having that kind of creative culture with like Broadway and stuff like that. I think Toronto can still do the same thing, but who's going to be able to step up and spearhead these things, spearhead
Money.
these ideas?
Right? It's like being in the WNBA and demanding more money.
Yeah, facts.
That's exactly.
But
That's a
even
good
still, like,
way
we,
to
we
put
have
it.
all we have the talent. It's not like we don't have the talent. Like,
But we have the viewership of the WNBA.
and we have no. I don't think so.
I'm gonna say from a
Ah,
revenue
yeah,
perspective.
Yeah, you're right. You're
from
right.
a revenue
Ah,
perspective.
yeah, you're right. Because it's like.
I like-
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you're talking about like we have like Ed Mervish in terms of our like.
I know, when you say New
fantastic-
York, New York has
when you
the
say New York
Broadway.
theater. That's
Yeah.
New
They
York's
have
Toronto.
Broadway.
That's
Motherfucker.
true.
We
That
have
is true.
TIFF.
Tiff is huge.
Tiff is
Tiff
huge.
huge.
Tiff
Don't
is
do
huge.
that. I
I'm
had to
not
pause
right.
you
Tiff
there.
is
Don't
huge.
do that.
But that's what I'm
Tiff
saying.
is
We
huge.
need more tips. We need more of these sort of things, like because
Yeah.
Toronto is a creative city.
Absolutely.
So we need to have more creative events, creative scenes, creative spaces that we can go and create them. to
Like
be
August
the
in
legendary
Toronto
ones that
has
they
to
are.
be an option every month. Like August in Toronto, obviously the Caravana,
Yes.
Afrofest,
OVO
this, that,
Fest.
Yes.
OVO.
Oh, yes.
Like more of
Make that a thing. worldwide.
Spread it across.
Make people want to come. Man, people were supposed to come this year.
Because entertainment is supposed to be the biggest budget thing ever. Period.
Right.
So
It is.
it's gonna earn more than a building would when
Definitely.
you consider revenues and expenses, right? So I don't know. Better return on investment in my opinion, but it requires people to invest in it.
Yeah, 1,000%.
So I get why, but it is sad to see. End of the day. Let's move on though here. Let's move on to some keep it or leak it's. We do have a few of them, so let's get right into it. I held my water there for a few
Yes,
seconds.
you did.
Did not drink it. Aaliyah. Aaliyah is the first keep it or leak it. You know where my answer is going already, but it's just for the sake of the headline. There's a new Aaliyah biography that's announced for the 20th anniversary of her passing. So Aaliyah's legacy will be examined in a new book titled Baby Girl, better known as Aaliyah, which will drop on August 17th, 2021. I didn't know it was actually just a book, so now there's a
damn.
much more interesting question. Keep it
Keep or leak
Keep it or
the
leak
book.
the Aaliyah book.
This guy enunciated the
If the
book.
family, if the family's getting the profits, then leak it.
Yeah, I'm always about that.
Yeah.
Same.
I agree as well. I agree. And let's keep it very short with that.
Yeah.
Although I do want to see an Aaliyah doc.
Yeah,
I
sure.
will say
Yeah,
that.
I would love to see
Like
an
a
Aaliyah
updated
biopic.
Yes.
Well, I don't even know if I want it biopic style or more documentary style.
Or like with like
I
footage.
Maybe I don't know yet.
I don't make a lifetime if we're going to do biopics. Like,
Yeah,
don't,
facts.
Don't do a lifetime movie.
It's gotta be done right.
Facts. Next, okay. So we said leak for that. That's a definite leak on
Yes.
Aaliyah if the family is getting paid accordingly and if this is something that the family okayed.
Right.
Next, keep it or leak it. Shola?
Oh, I didn't. The Drake
You
one?
put that. You put that?
What do you got?
I put that.
Drake? Oh, I put that.
Oh, you. Put that. Okay. Let's talk about it. What's going on with that?
So, Chris Brown hints at a possible joint project with Drake. So, apparently, Chris Brown was on Fat Joe's live podcast series that he's been doing recently. And then Joe Budden asked the question, is there a possibility of you guys working together? So,
Fat Joe or Joe Budden?
I mean, Fat Joe. Did I say
I'm
Joe
like,
Budden?
Yeah, you did. I'm
You
like, wait,
said
what the
Joe
fuck?
Budden.
Oh, my
And I'm
God.
thinking,
I was like, wait, what?
Budden or
Yo,
Biden?
too many Joes.
It's
Okay.
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe. Shit, I'm tripping.
That should be
So,
the name of the episode. Too many Joes.
too many Joes, too many hoes.
Not the host part.
Yeah, of course not that part.
I
But
got too many hoes.
That is the name of the episode. Too many Joes because Biden
But
won.
they ain't you.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
So yeah, basically, Chris Brown answered and he said that they have a ton of shit that they have unreleased,
Oh shit.
more than a couple tracks, and he said that's something that they're working on together. That's absolutely crazy.
Okay.
That's all he said, and then apparently Fat Joe completely lost his shit on his live in Fat Joe fashion,
Fat Joe. Fat Joe.
and that was I would think that was the most of it. So keep or leak.
I definitely want that leaked
Leak.
because I think similar to Ty Dolla Sign, Chris Brown is one of those artists that will do it his way. Period. Right? Similar to Ty Dolla Sign, Lil Wayne, and I'm bringing other names. Lil Wayne is someone who will do something his way. Who cares? No matter
Yeah.
what. Right? Eminem will also do something in his way, no matter what. Right?
Right.
But when Eminem meets Royce the 5'9" and they make Bad Meets Evil, it's a different look.
1,000%.
When Wayne and Drake, obviously it's been for ages,
You've
but
been waiting.
when Wayne and Drake get together, it's a different look. It's not Wayne doing whatever he wants. It's not Drake doing whatever he wants. It's both of them playing to the power of their fusion. They're not
Right.
Go 10 or they're not Trunks. They're Go Tanks. You know what I'm saying? It's the same kind of effect here. I think Chris normally does whatever he wants.
Right.
But if he's making tracks with Drake,
It's not just a Chris track.
it's not just a Chris track. And then on the flip side,
It's
Drake,
not
we
just-
know, does Dark Lane demo tapes and Care Package, and Drake does whatever the fuck he wants
Yeah,
to.
he does.
Right.
When he's making a song with Chris, he knows it's going to have to be maybe more tailored, more clean,
Some like
more
next
fire.
level shit, because that's
Exactly,
Chris Brown
more
at the end of the
singy.
day.
Exactly.
Like that's why this is what a collaboration project should be. Like collab projects should be this kind of, we lock into the studio,
Yep.
we mesh our sounds together, and we create some super shit.
Yeah, it's
Right?
it's
Not like the
Wu-Tangs.
email verses. No, I don't want to hear none of that shit.
I hate
This
those.
to me is going to be a 25-song version
and
of
I
My Tai.
cannot wait. And I
Mai
cannot
Tai.
wait.
Of Mai Tai,
Like
ooh.
that level. I think it's
I
going to
need
be
that.
that.
Mai Tai
I
was
need
solid.
that. My Tai was flames.
My Tai was solid, man.
My Tai was pure flames.
My Tai
I need
was
that.
a-
I need 45 tracks of Chris Brown and Drake.
I like Drake, so any Drake is good.
I'm
but
an
my singing
R&B Drake
but
fan. Like when Drake, that's my favorite kind of Drake. R&B
that's
Drake
my
is my
least
shit.
favorite kind of
So
Drake.
Chris Brown and R&B Drake got a track together, bro.
I don't mind that. that. Yeah.
That's
I
a
don't mind that
no-brainer.
at all. So that's
Leak
a,
that
that's a
shit.
leak.
Drop it tomorrow.
That's an easy
Drop
leak.
it tomorrow.
Yo,
For
fam.
real though.
Facts.
And you guys will definitely appreciate the segue on this one, because speaking of my Ty, I'm gonna talk about Dame Ty a little bit. Dame Ty. So Ty Dolla Sign tweeted, "Who should I collab with next?" Question mark. Right? And Dame Lillard responded with shrug.
Jeez.
So keep her leak. You want that new Dame Ty? Someone said. Someone responded in the comments with Dame Dolla Sign.
That'd be fire. That's fire.
That's
That
a
is
fire
fire.
name. That's a sick name as a group name. Dame Dollar Sign.
Yeah, that's fire still. I'm fucking with it.
I want to see that. Like,
I don't want a whole project though. Just a single.
Oh, give me
I would take
like
two.
two.
I'll take four.
Give me 2 to 4 songs. Give me 2 to 4
maximum,
songs.
super maximum.
Yes.
Dame is nice.
Dame's fire. He got
I
fires.
didn't listen to his
He
album
can
this
rap.
year, but
I've
heard his fire.
Last track with Wayne. He has a track with Wayne on his last shit.
Yeah, that one was nice.
Shit was fire.
Remember when he came out at All-Star Weekend?
Yo,
that was dead. We were dying
That
at
was
that.
Wade rapping. That shit pissed me off.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah,
bad.
so a lot of basketball players should not have rapped.
Water break. Okay. Final keep it or leak it.
Sir.
What do we got?
So while promoting November 19th, King of the South versus, which is Jeezy versus T.I. Are you tuning in? Are you guys tuning in for that?
King of the South. Was it spelled Souf?
No, it's spelled properly South. So I know it's not
Which was
Souf.
also another potential name of the episode.
King of the South.
The
Souf.
South. Just the South.
He also said this: "We got a Tribe Called Quest and OutKast pending." I wasn't even supposed to say that yet. I might even get effed up. After all, Seth
Probably
was
on some
beat.
vodka.
Yeah, he probably was on some Ciroc. Yeah, Q-Tip is my brother, but that man, woo. Andre 3000 is my brother, but that man, woo. But you know, we love them. We got patience, and whenever they're ready, showtime. We're ready. Showtime. You know. So yeah, keep it early, kids.
Picturing ad libs when you said, woo!
I realized I wasn't saying it properly on the third run. I was like, he probably had more emotions when you were saying it. You was like, whoa, like, whoa.
Like, I don't even know if I'd want to see that, to be honest. Like, I'm a huge Tribe fan. Don't get it twisted. I'm not as a big OutKast fan as I am a Tribe fan. But their sounds are completely different to me. Like, I don't see them meshing very well.
I want to see the track
Okay.
listing. I wouldn't want to actually watch the performance, if that makes
Like
sense.
that sounds
maybe
like
I'm the only one that thinks
weird
this.
matchup to me.
First of all, I respect the opinion, but respectfully I disagree with it. but beyond that part of it, am I the only one that isn't quite bothered by sounds clashing? Like, I'm
No.
okay with Busta Rhymes versus T.I.
I'm fine with that.
Because for me it's just big track.
Big track. Yeah. That's how I
Scott
see
Storch, Manny Fresh. They don't sound alike, but I'm like,
Gotcha.
okay, Cash Money shit. Okay, a huge Scott Storch record.
Got
Yeah.
you.
I don't need Brandy Monica. Obviously, that one was meant to be, but I don't need a meshing sound. So, and again, not to take away from your opinion of that, but when people go straight to, the sounds, like when we talk about Busta Rhymes versus Missy Elliott,
Yeah.
and people go to, I don't know if I want that. Their
I
sounds
want-
don't match.
It doesn't have to match, in
I'm
my
like,
opinion,
so what?
either.
For me, it does. Like, if I'm watching a performance, it has to be somewhat enjoyable.
I
Yeah,
get
like
what
the
you're
same
saying.
tone.
Fair
You know what I
enough.
mean? Like,
Same.
if it's like, because Tribe is super, super chill, but so is OutKast at the same
That's the
time.
thing.
But OutKast has the tracks that are a little bit higher BPM or higher tempo or higher feeling than a lot of Tribe's tracks.
So what
are.
I was gonna say was that, you know, I do disagree in the sounds. I do feel like the sounds do clash. I mean, obviously OutKast has a lot of post 2000 music that
Yeah.
maybe doesn't clash as much.
Right.
But definitely their 90s stuff, which they have a
Is-
plethora of,
Yeah, for sure.
is in that vein.
It's more relatable.
You know what I mean? It's definitely in that vein. And what makes that battle tough, play Midnight Marauders.
Yeah, facts.
Run it. There's 10 or however many songs is on the album.
That's true.
There's a lot. It's a
That
lot.
would be, I can't even fathom calling that battle.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't. I don't even want to try. Listeners, OutKast, Tribe Called Quest.
Who you picking?
Who do you, because apparently these verses posts do very
and
well.
I hold Q-Tip in high regard.
Me
Like
too.
Q-Tip's like in my
Q-Tip's
top
up there.
10, 15 for me.
I'm
He's
not
up
mad at
there.
that. Me too.
Like close to even being top 5 sometimes.
Jeez.
Eesh.
Jeez.
I swear to God.
Hey, man. To each their own.
You know, he's mellow for me. Top
To each their
25
own.
all
To each
time.
their own.
It's like I love the
And he's not
effortlessness
mellow. I'm
of
joking with that
his flow.
comparison. But no, for sure, it's a smooth flow to effortless flow. That would be damn near impossible.
That's gonna be a
man.
tough one still.
Impossible.
I'll still watch it
to call.
though.
But leak, 1,000% leak.
Yeah,
is
leak,
where
leak.
I'm
I'm
going
still
at with
watching.
that. I would
Leak
love to
that
see
shit.
that. I would like
Leak
to
that
see
shit.
it. We're gonna move on to our shout out.
Shoutouts.
And we only got one shout out in order, and it makes
Big up Auntie.
perfect sense. Now,
Now you gotta have
again,
the air horns and everything.
it's true.
All
She's
of that.
Jamaican, right? She
All
is
of that.
Jamaican. So this shout out is gonna go out to Kamala Harris.
Woo!
First, let me give that a round of applause. For obvious reasons, Kamala Harris, of course, is the vice president-elect of the United States. With her election to the second highest post in the nation, second highest position, of course, Kamala Harris has secured her place in history as a first several times over.
Let's go.
Not only is she the first woman to be vice president, she's
Dumb.
also the first black person to be vice president, and she's also the first Asian American to be vice president as well. So, triple round of applause for her.
Let everyone know it's a 3-pointer.
Oh yeah, you said I was supposed to hold on. So triple shout out to her.
Big up yourself.
One, big up yourself.
The Jamaican has made it. Kamala Harris. It's a big look. Big look for
Sir.
her.
Huge.
Definitely a huge shout out to that.
Shout out to women in general.
Hey man, that's true.
Shout out to women.
Definitely.
That is true.
That's a huge like
94% of black women voted
Salute.
for Biden, something like that.
Jeez.
So, and then 80% of black men who are the weakest links. Who's in that 20, huh?
Hey man, I ain't gonna judge you
No,
for
of
your
course not.
political view, but
Yeah, I mean,
You
I don't think any
but-
party is the savior. So,
You
I
know.
mean, you know,
do better though. No, I'm not abstaining
better.
from.
Hashtag
I'm not
do
abstaining
better.
them from their not disobedience, but their lack of knowledge.
just hashtag.
Just don't be ignorant, guys.
ignorance.
New music.
New music.
New music. So
New
this was a
music.
very challenging week of music, but we are going to get into new music, of course. We don't have our usual list.
So I
but
don't know what you're talking about. I'm
we
joking.
have a
I'm playing.
Motherfucker got me again. But we do have a great alternate list. This is an
Yes.
alternate list that I've shouted out in the past. This is, of course, our peoples in a lot of ways. The Need to Know podcast. Shout out to them at all times. Savon, Alex, Steph. Salute to
Save
y'all.
on the dawn.
One of the hosts on that podcast, of course, Alex. Some people may know him as Screen Man on the Joe Budden podcast. He also every Friday at Ball Till We Fall on Twitter releases a new music list as well, right? So I'm gonna use that. I mean, I don't know if you guys have any additional
I
information
got like Toronto music. So
beyond that. That's
I like
perfect.
that.
It's gonna be on that list.
That's
It's
the perfect
definitely
flair
nuts.
of the True North views. So out now, we have Mike Will Made It and featuring Nicki Minaj and NBA Youngboy. They came out with a single. Apparently that one was cold.
It's hard. I like it a lot.
I'm not a fan of Youngboy's flow.
I'm not either, but that song's hard. Just because it's not him the entire time, it's fine.
Fair
I
enough.
heard a clip. It was nice.
Fair.
I've never heard a single NBA Youngboy track in
Really?
my life. No.
Oh wow.
Nav and Wheezy, of course, came out with that
Wheezy
album,
outta here.
Emergency Tsunami. And yes, Wheezy is in fact Wheezy out of here. Whenever you
The
hear
producer.
a beat. Doughboy and Southside came out with Demons Are Us.
South
which is an
Sound the
album as
track.
well.
Yeah.
For real?
That's South Sound the track.
Motherfucker, I told you this motherfucker knows every
Yo,
job.
you got no producers, man. You shout out producers, man. Some producers carry
This
rappers.
guy knows every fucking music drop. Jesus Christ. Or producer drop, I should say. 2Z came out with Pain and Problems, which is a single. 2 Chainz and Mulatto came out with Quarantine Thick, which is a single as well. What else here? Pooh Shiesty featuring Lil Durk came out with Back in Blood. Again, that's a single. Oma featuring Black with Damn. The Kid Laroi with Savage, which is an EP. Nana with Save Yourself, which is an album. Octavian with Alpha, which is an album. Busy Signal came out with Seen It
Oh
Before.
shit, is he still alive?
Uh,
Sway Lee, Tyga, and Lil Mosey, Krabby Step single.
Krabby Step.
Man, this song it plays off it's on the new SpongeBob movie, but that
Okay.
song it kills me. So he uses like the doop, 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 that beat that at the intro, and they're rapping on it. It's so funny. Like,
That's wild.
I actually like it.
Oh man. Mitch featuring YG with Go Live.
Go
We
live.
got Maluma featuring The Weeknd,
Maluma, baby.
which with Hawaii. I don't know why I said which. We got. That's kind of it for me. 42 Doug came out
I
with Free
don't.
Woo.
Yeah, I just don't care for the singles.
Gigs came out with Now or Never, which
That's
is the
the
EP.
that's second album.
Interesting. I might check that out. 24 Karat Golden came out featuring Ian Dior, Justin Bieber, and J Balvin with the Mood remix.
I like that
Interesting.
song.
And again, that's kind of it for me because also I don't care for singles that much as well.
Okay. I got
Toronto on the Toronto scene.
I got Kennedy Road. She's
We should hold on. Can we like shoot to this more? We gotta like
I know, like make it
Toronto scene correspondent Dylan Stewart here.
Toronto scene correspondent.
Toronto.
Like come on, man. We've been watching.
Let's make it an intro.
Watching the
Exactly.
news for 4 days, man.
So I got Back Again by Kennedy Road. She's a female, or she is a woman. We don't say female.
I like the correction.
Yeah,
'cause
she
in my
is
head,
a
I was like,
woman.
"He motherfucker be
I'm about to get flamed in the comments.
About to text Dylan. So Dylan, yo, on next
R.I.P.
episode, you're now back for like a
Yeah.
few episodes.
R.I.P. to Dill. But she has a track called Back Again, which is absolutely fucking flames. If you guys haven't heard it yet, I'd suggest everybody download it right now. Like,
I was
go
gonna
do it.
look at it for sure.
Flames. And then we got East to West by 88 Glam,
Yep.
which is
I saw
absolute
that.
flames as well. And then Come Over by Georgia Smith and Popcorn, which is absolute flames as well.
Okay, so in terms of what we listen to, disclaimer: I listen to nothing. So
What?
it's all you guys for the
we
next
got-
X
we got
amount of
this.
minutes.
We got this. Don't worry.
There was
Alright.
no music for me
Let's,
to listen to.
I didn't listen to the Kid Laroi.
So actually, I'll start with Kid Laroi.
Because I skimmed through. I'm like, nah.
Yes. So
I was like,
the reason why I listened to this was because after the Nav album, which we're going to get to, I couldn't find anything else to listen to, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like, I guess this is what's next. All it is 7 songs added to his original album.
yeah.
I think his original album.
One song was good though that I liked.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It's just he's basic. His album was like
I think
basic.
you even described him as that initially. Like,
Yeah,
he's just a not a mood lifter, but like just mindless.
He's a
like,
he's
I'll
a
just
punk.
play
He's
it.
a punk.
Yeah,
Rapper, Post Malone guy.
yeah,
Very
exactly.
Post Malone, Juice WRLD.
Yeah, it felt like he was doing the same thing on every song. Like,
Yeah.
He didn't find any difference. He's that generic emo trap, whiny sometimes in his vocals. He also tried to do some pop things on this. Again, it wasn't bad. It's just it wasn't anything to be like, wow, like,
Yeah.
damn, that's special. It was just basic shit. Basic's always good. But you always say with a vanilla cake. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I hate vanilla
a
cake.
78 rating on 2K is not terrible.
It's actually pretty good. You'll get cooked sometimes.
Oh yeah, you might hit 1-2 shots.
You know what I'm saying?
Better than 60. So yeah, that's all I have to say for that. Kid Laroi. Like, if you liked his album, you would like this. If you didn't like his album,
Same
Shout out to
vein,
him, bro.
same lane.
yeah,
Keep
Doesn't
making
really
music.
deviate beyond the.
There's got to be somebody listening.
yeah, exactly. I listen. So
I mean, maybe he has algorithmic preference.
he does because they touted him as like the Juice World.
Oh my
He's
god.
the white Juice WRLD?
Yeah, the next Juice World.
Oh my God.
That's what he's touted as. He even had a song on his album with Juice
Yeah, he has a
WRLD.
song with Juice WRLD on it.
Yeah.
But he just sounds like Juice WRLD.
He doesn't like. He tries to though. You
He
can
tries. He tries his best. His
Yeah.
best rendition, but it's not hitting.
Tell. Dylan, did you listen to NLE Choppa?
I did actually.
Okay, let's
I
talk
listened
about
to
that
a
a
few
little bit.
tracks which were I was pleasantly surprised.
So I'll get the NLE Choppa from
Pleasantly
dark
surprised.
to light. It's 13 songs, 44 minutes. Like you said, I was surprised honestly.
I've never heard him in my life. This is my first time listening to him today.
The only time I heard him was the Shoutouts flow. One of those.
No, I've never even heard.
I've heard of him from like that. That was like his blow up, pretty much. But it's a lot different from what I expected. From the start, track 1, you can just see like
What the Bryce? Is that the Bryson one?
Bryson, or track 2, I guess, because track 1 was like just him
The intro,
talking.
yeah.
But even him talking, he was just like. He was just talking like, I ain't about this gang shit. Like,
Yeah.
the song Bryson, which is his name, he's just talking like, yo, I'm done with the negativity in my life.
And just
like-
put it in perspective, I saw him once on Erica Badu's Instagram Live.
Yes, you talked about. I remember we talked about it on the podcast.
So
She got to him, eh?
Hey
must have
man,
put a spell on him.
Shit, yo, listen, Erica Badu is on that list, my good
God
sir.
list.
Like Common changed his life. Andre 3000 changes like.
Andre 3000 has not dropped a song, an album ever.
Doesn't she have a U with J Electronica?
She has like 3 of them.
She has so.
She has J Electronica, I think 3 Stacks and Common.
She has a type, or she just forms these guys.
She is the type.
She is the prototype. Literally. Literally.
They don't drop albums though. They don't drop albums.
Who?
Hey, Erykah Badu's baby daddies.
Hey man,
sucks the album out of them.
I don't know, bro. But they drop fire music.
That is wild. That is wild. But anyways,
on the Bryson track,
back to the album.
On the Bryson track, his growth, is it just with the way he sounds, or you're right? Is it just with the way he sounds, or is it also with the lyrics themselves, like the rap?
I never listened to him before, so I'm not going to say. Well, I've listened to one song.
What that?
The Shout Out Flow.
Man.
Shout Out Flow. That was like his blow up song, and he's just yelling about aggressive stuff in the song.
The nurses, she said I was special. Knew that shit that was for certain. I would have thought this world was perfect, but it came with some curses. I read between the verses if the truth you've been searching.
Okay, sounds a little bit smoother than I expected.
He is nice.
And that's what I mean. Like, he's not like as aggressive necessarily.
Random thought. You know what got our? Remember last week I played the Ariana. I was like, "Fuck, I'm stupid."
Yeah.
You know what got our album? You know what got our episode taken down?
What?
WizKid.
Really?
Fucking WizKid.
Blocked, like straight.
Really?
Blocked. Like I was up at 4 a.m. I had to resave it, re-upload it. I was like, WizKid.
Really, WizKid?
It was bad.
Damn.
It was
You
bad.
don't support the man that WizKid?
Yo,
It was bad.
really?
I thought it was Ariana. Ariana was fine. You just can't monetize off the video. That's cool. I'm monetizing yet, but anyways, go ahead.
This album only got 5 songs in. I won't lie. Like, there really isn't much that he does say. He's still like he's only like 18 years old at the end of the day. So like,
young guy. I mean, he is one of those people. Now, I personally don't necessarily care to listen to him, but
it's not for me.
that's okay.
I'm not his demographic.
But
Exactly.
I do see him as being one of those names. The same way that I'm not comparing him. The same way that Young Boy is respected amongst, like, say, 25-year-olds. The way that
his fan base.
Big Sean in some ways is respected amongst 30-year-olds. I feel like he has kind of that same trajectory where
I think so.
With his age,
he's gonna be borderline upper echelon in terms of tier.
In terms of the content that he has, I think this is gonna open eyes of like a lot of the older people.
Like now next time he drops something, I won't be scared to like. Oh, no, I'm not. Gonna now I'm like, you know what? Let me listen to it. I'm not going to check for him. Don't get me wrong.
I saved 2 songs out of the album that on my first listen. And I'm going to go back to it sometime today and then see if I can get more, but I'm pretty sure I will. But it's sounding pretty good.
And he still has some songs about, the violence and, the whatever shit. But again, he's only 18. He still needs more life lessons.
Still, to start growing at 18 is a big thing. I mean, a lot of people, 25, 26, 27, 28, and then we start seeing it, right? So 18 is very interesting, and I'm curious to see where his trajectory goes from there.
And something I noticed was I went to all his albums because he has 3 albums on, or mixtapes, whatever. He has 3 projects on Spotify, and it's all NLE Choppa, like NLE Choppa Entertainment Limited.
Okay.
Like he's not signed to any label.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And even on one of his songs, like track 3, he says like, "Oh, I'm not signed to any label." And I was like, "Wow!" Like, and it's just like, and it's like exclusively like licensed through Sony Music. But everyone is NLE Choppa. I'm like, at 16 to like whoever led him in that direction, or for him to even know that, like, shout out to him.
Erykah Badu.
Hey man, but shout out to him. So I'm just saying, like, he might be smarter than people think he is, and I think he is.
He definitely is. Just based on his content alone.
I think so. I mean, just based on some of the lives I've seen him on, without listening to his music, some of the lives I've seen him on, I was like, okay, I can see where he's trying to go, and he has a mind behind him. Nav Emergency Tsunami. Where's he out of here?
This is Nav's 3rd project this year,
which is nuts.
He had the first one, which
MVP
was
candidate?
No, definitely not.
Low key, he's doing numbers too. His albums are doing numbers.
He had Brown Boy back to
like
Brown Boy
numbers. Trey,
but he does numbers.
Is not MVP candidate.
He does numbers because he has like like Academics fan base where like no matter what Academics does, they will always support. Yeah, that's what Nav has. Nav has those like
that's important.
It is. Like, don't get me wrong. Right?
And Nav is respected. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I listen every time he drops.
No, forget musically. Forget in terms of his projects. I'm saying in the music world,
in the industry.
In the industry.
Yeah,
he's a good producer. Like, don't get it wrong. Like in production wise, like everyone rates him as like.
I know he's one of those people that is easy to make fun of, but let's not act like we're not.
He's there for a reason. He's
exactly, and that's what someone once told me. Someone's like, look how far he's made it he has to be good at something.
Exactly.
Like people make music with him. Like no one's like, he's not like Soulja Boy where no one wants to make music with him.
Oh, don't do that to Soulja Boy.
But like no one's trying.
Big Soulja?
He's not getting Young
Drake,
Thug
my bad.
and Gunna on his album. I can promise you that.
Stop playing with me.
I forgot we have that. Yeah, that was perfect timing.
Yo, facts.
But yo, Emergency Tsunami carried by it actually was carried, but it's
Damn.
also a collab with
Hey.
Weezy.
Oh yeah, I got beef with Shola. Not beef, but like, you can continue there.
I meant to do
All right,
You're hard on Nav on this album, bro.
I'm always hard on that.
Shit,
bro.
get right into it.
Let's get into it. We can get into it still.
Let's go track. We'll go through. I didn't go track by track with Nav's album, but let's go. Yeah, track 3. I like track 3, which was actually
Young
from
Weezy,
track 2.
Friends
He kind
with
of went hard on that
Friends with
track.
was super hard.
I was like, oh shit. Kind of went hard on that, and then
Go on.
Yeah.
track 2 or track 3, which was the Young Weezy.
Weezy out of here.
That was a good one.
Track
That was a good
3?
track.
I was gonna play something. Yeah, Young Weezy featuring Gunna.
No, play the repercussions. Repercussions is harder.
Okay.
With Young Thug.
And
Repercussions
yes,
featuring Young Thug. Track 5.
Super hard.
you can hear Weezy already carrying this shit.
Young Thug flukes on this, bro.
When I got some problems, yeah, the drugs. No, I'm a jerk, take a hold. Got a name. I was nervous. I told that, call me Poppy, I got my turbans up. I'm rich, really, you need to switch the topic up. Diggery, dog, gotta ram my salary and ram my credits up.
Young Thug is so
When he said
smooth,
hickory
man.
dickory dock, I was already leaning over. I was like, oh my god, wherever he's going with this is about to be crazy.
Yo, pure.
You know,
praise.
like Young Thug is one of those rappers that I don't even care what he says half the time. I'm
Man,
like,
but
bro,
he
it just
says some shit sometimes.
it just sounds dope. Like, he just makes it sound like
saying?
floaty.
Racks.
I think he adds syllables and sentences that just to make it rhyme, just to make it fit.
Fire.
I like that song. That was
what
a
else was
one.
fire on that? Let me take a quick
So
look.
track 8 featuring DaBaby. As most of you guys know, DaBaby is one of my favorite artists.
Nah, that was a sleeper track.
So
Jeez.
it was a surprise for me because I didn't even know that they were like
That they
like
fucked with each
DaBaby.
other?
Yeah, like, his album only featured one person. That was his brother. Yo, that's how like
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I'm like, yo, this guy doesn't socialize with no one. But
Yeah.
it turns out he was on Trippy's Red album that came out last week too, supposedly. It's a lot harder than a DaBaby beat. I say that. Like his beats are more like
Smooth.
relaxing.
Gotcha.
But like this guy, Weezy did it good. Weezy showed the airiness.
Big bitch tapping now, she a quitter. This fucking dance like a chicken dinner. Yeah, like a DJ, I'm a spinner. Do you think? Like a DJ, I'm a spinner.
So you still catch his airiness that he goes for, but then Nav comes in and like I feel like the track just like it stales out. Like I go from like
that track
to
was
just,
still for me too
Dolls
personally.
out for you.
But like I just hope it brings.
I didn't-
to be honest, I just hope it brings DaBaby some shine because that is not his sound.
He's gaining traction.
He is,
As an
yes.
I've been
artist.
seeing his
I'm
name
seeing
around.
exactly.
Then I'm happy about that.
Payolas
yet?
kicking in.
It must be because these are
Shout
two
out to
big
Spotify.
albums all of a sudden.
Oh man.
But yeah, I just want to give him some shine. It's not his sound, so I don't expect people to enjoy the song necessarily. 'Cause I don't really enjoy the song, but yeah, that's one.
But
of
like
my
I
favorite
think, like
artists.
you were saying, Weezy carried the album. You
Yes,
think?
and that's
I
what I'm
think
going to
features,
like.
The features carried the album.
Yeah,
for
the
me.
features and Weezy.
yeah, just
'Cause,
hearing
like-
Thug for 4 seconds.
Yeah, because like for me personally, like Nav was going in on a lot of the tracks. The production did help him out a little bit more. But when the features came out, I was like, holy!
Yeah.
It took every single track that there was a feature
And
on
I
to a
think-
whole different level.
Yeah.
And I think that becomes the icing to the cake, which is Weezy.
Yes.
Right.
Right?
1000%.
Like, because Weezy provided the beat.
Yeah.
And then Thug is hopping on that as
Yes.
well. This is stupid. This is crazy.
But I think what Nav is really great at is hooks. Like if Nav just did all hooks and like just let everybody else do like the features on the tracks, it'd be fire.
Yeah, I agree with
He's
that.
like he can be he probably is one of the best at hooks in the game right now.
I think I will give this a listen. I do want to try it out. I've never tried listening to a Nav project in full, but I like Weezy.
You-
and I
you were
like
like-
the features.
'cause
and I
honestly-
like these
Majority of the
beats.
album
These
is
are
good.
just-
I liked him. Even before I realized it was Weezy's production, I was like, yo, I'm actually liking this, and this will come into my conclusion on this album. I was like, this is the best Nav project I've heard since probably like Brown Boy, which was like his first mixtape. I'm like, this is the first I actually like enjoyed. I was like, yo, he's not sounding that bad. It sounds like
Yeah.
he's giving me a little bit more, emotion, even though it wasn't there.
and just enjoyment.
And I felt I
pure
feel like this should have happened like 3 to 4 years ago. To be honest, like.
Well, like I mean, again, like we said, he's already doing his thing, right? He's already respected. He's doing his thing. He's respected in the industry. So maybe it didn't happen to happen or need to happen for
This didn't
for
even
it
need
to
to come out like
That's
this
true.
year.
It really
Period.
didn't.
But I'm not mad at that. Again, I do think I want to listen to it. Just never really gave him a listen. But you know, worst case scenario, just
Back home smoking legal.
play this. You're chilling. You
Well,
be
one
alright.
thing I want to say about Nav, lastly, is I want him to know how to go off. Like when the beat drops, I need to know how to like just switch your flow up, give me something hard.
Switch the flow, yeah. Switch
like,
the flow every once in a while.
Like he just like he has the same flow for the whole verse. I'm just like, yo,
or
just
switch the tone.
the
at
beat's
least.
about to drop. Like just like make me want to like I don't know. Like you know what I'm saying?
again,
Like what
maybe
Young
don't care
Thug
to be that.
did.
But if
like,
it
what Young
works,
Thug did.
whatever. If it works, don't
man.
like.
Maybe
If
he
it's,
just
I know, it's not
whatever
broken.
that.
what's the saying? Fuck
If it ain't broke, don't fix
What
it.
the fuck I'm talking about?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't need to do that. He respected. He gets his money.
Yeah, fact.
You're right, you're
I
right,
guess
you're
it's like
right.
the same thing as Ty Dolla Sign. I'm guessing then.
You're right. You're right.
I think so. I think, and
It's a
I
similar
think
kind
that's
of
become
thing.
almost a staple comparison at this point.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I actually agree with that completely. Okay, getting off music potpourri very quickly. Let's talk about what's in our rotation because I completely forgot about that part of the show. I will start first, and I will blaze through this very quickly.
Yeah, mine's really short.
I listened actually to a lot of music. I listened to The Big Conspiracy by J Hus. I listened to Streams of Thought Volume 3, Cain and Abel by Black Thought. It Was Good Until It Wasn't by Kehlani. It Was Divine by Alina Baraz. Extinction Level Event 2, The Wrath of God by Busta Rhymes. The Libra by T.I. Jay-Z Artist Shuffle Play. Noir by Smino. New Beginnings by Reason. Party Mobile by Party Next Door, of course.
Party Mobile.
Abuse in Her Feelings by Division. You see the trends. Fuck the World by Brent Faiyaz. Back Home by Trey Songz. I gave it a little bit of play, didn't finish it. I see the direction he's going in it, and I like it. Blood in My Eye, Ja Rule.
Okay.
Yeah, Blood in My Eye, Ja Rule. That's the one with the crown on there and Clap Back, if you don't recall
Yep.
that album.
There you go.
Clap
I
There you
like
go.
that album. I like Ja Rule, man. Fuck it.
Jaru had a thing.
Hold on here. DiCaprio 2 by J.I.D. Magna Carta Holy Grail.
Gee, that's
by
a solid
Hov.
album.
I love that album.
I
That's
don't know
a
why it got
solid
so much
album.
hate.
And I didn't realize how much I liked it. And final one I will mention, this creator of this playlist, their name is Ten the Ruler. 10 is spelled with two N's. They made a T-Dot playlist, man. I'm talking
sure.
those 2000 to 2005 type Toronto tracks. I'm talking Northern Touch. I'm talking Money Jane. I'm talking Bacardi Slang.
Jane.
Movie Star, Crab Bucket.
Ooh,
Man,
ooh,
I Used to Be.
Jeez.
Shook by
That's flavor.
Sean Desmond.
Sean Desmond.
That shit right now.
Yo, bro, this is a good fucking playlist,
fire.
bro. I'm telling you. It's called T-Dot with a Canadian flag on it.
That's fire.
And it's by Ten the Ruler. I shouted her out on Twitter as well. But yeah, that's what's in my rotation. What about you guys?
I gotta walk back what I said about Ty Dolla Sign. The album's fire. I've been bumping it recently. Like, yo, this shit is absolutely fire.
It's fire.
It can be enjoyable and we can be critical at the same time.
Yeah, 1,000%. And I've been enjoying it all week. After Hours, the weekends, Graduation, Kanye West. That's probably arguably my favorite Kanye West album in terms of production.
Same, actually.
Fixed Tape by Popcorn.
Okay.
Crabs in a Bucket, Nines, UK artist. Magic Jordan. Little
That was
R.I.P.
a
vibes.
good one.
Classic, I think, in my books.
What's the classic? Sorry, I didn't hear that part.
Magic Jordan.
Okay, yeah,
Was
yeah.
that the last one that came out, like in
That was the
2018?
blue cover.
The blue
What
cover.
year did
Yeah.
that come out?
That was 2016.
Okay, it's not the one I'm
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
of.
yeah.
I like the last album a lot.
Purpose, Justin Bieber.
Hard.
I was actually listening to My Ty. Funny enough. This
It was
week.
on my mind. I was supposed to.
And then the last one for me was Kaleidoscope Dreams, Miguel.
Not mad at
Okay,
that shit.
that's a
That's-
solid.
I see. That's 2 weeks in a row with Miguel.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know why, but I'm
Not mad.
fucking with it.
You
Not mad
get
at
in those moods. Mine's really short. It's Made in Tokyo, Never Forgotten. Do you guys know Down with Webster?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I don't
I
know
forgot
why.
about those dudes.
Down with Webster, Time to Win Volume 1. I just felt like,
What
I
was,
don't know.
what was that song called? What was that? Their big tracks?
Doom, 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 doom. It's time to win. There's that one.
I don't fucking remember.
I don't know that
at
one.
all.
She's a rich girl, and it's gone too far. Some bullshit like that.
Damn, I don't remember any of their songs. But I remember Down with Webster though. For
And
sure.
then-
That's the thing.
After that, it opened a can of worms. I went to a playlist called Canadian Throwbacks.
Jeez.
And
Hey,
I'm-
we both went Canadian throwbacks. Okay.
Hold on to Going Home, Magic Jordan, stuff like that. Dangerous, Cornell Official. You Can Have It All, Jordan. Songs like that. Boyfriend, Justin Bieber. What else did I bump on this list? Call Wolf Africa. The Toronto, the Canadian,
Was it the
the
05,
Canadian.
2010 era?
Yeah.
05 to
Yeah.
10?
Definitely.
Yeah, like yeah. And then Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial by Roddy Ricch.
BET's album of the year.
Feeling Basic, I went to NF The Search. Welcome to O Block.
Oh, blah.
It was in my rotation all week. All week. At least I bump half the album at least once a day.
Yeah.
I promise you that. Trapped on Cleveland 3 The Deluxe. I did not like it. But yeah, I bumped that. The Goat by Polo G. Always in my rotation. And Ty Dolla Sign's album, which is featuring Ty Dolla Sign. I bumped a lot of that.
Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, that's actually about it.
Okay, so you said your list was short. I said my list was long. Dylan, I don't think you made a comment about your list, but I think all of us were around the same length.
I know, right?
So,
I thought I was scrolling the mission. I'm like, yo, it's like
and then
5
you keep going.
albums.
When I think it's long. I have
wait.
5 names later. I'm like, oh,
I'm like, I still have 10 more to go.
never mind. I just listen to a lot of new music. I get head faked by that sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so potpourri. Let's get into this. A few things that I want to touch on. I don't know how much I want to go in depth on anything because I don't know anything.
Me neither.
But let's start, right? So first of all, Indigenous Crisis Team. Speaking of Canadian news, this is actually a great thing. I'm just going to read the headline here and a little bit of the article. Indigenous Crisis Teams are set to replace police on mental health checks in Scarborough. It's a pilot project. So Native Child and Family Services will submit a report on the pilot to the city this month. Indigenous-led crisis response teams will replace police officers on mental health calls and wellness checks as a part of a new pilot project in the works in Scarborough. That's a big look because obviously,
Huge.
The past few events that have happened, not only worldwide, but specifically in Toronto, as it relates to wellness checks, they have ended poorly several times in a row. So I like this. It's a pilot. Let's hopefully we get some good results from this pilot, and hopefully it's something that is much more widespread. And I'll just kind of leave it at that because not much I know beyond that. Very quickly, I want to ask a question. Have you guys ever heard of adrenochrome?
Never. Ever.
Okay. If you want to go down a rabbit hole, I don't know how I found you know how a black hole just sucks everything?
Yes.
I was at the corner of the page and it just brought me here. It brought me over.
Looking.
I did not dive into the wormhole yet, but it's a pending wormhole search waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So adrenochrome, and this is a serious topic too. I know I'm talking about it in a joking way, but there's a tweet that I saw that initially caught my attention. It said a liter of adrenochrome, I'm saying it right. A liter of adrenochrome sells for $2.2 billion US.
What the fuck does it do?
Now I'm going to tell you. This is actually very bad. That's why you see only the most wealthy addicted to it. It takes just over... Let me actually read what it is first, because this is a perfect time to break.
Now, what is this?
So adrenochrome is a chemical compound with the molecular formula C9H9NO3. Right? It's produced by the oxidation of adrenaline. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like an X pill.
Sure.
It sounds like a limitless pill. That's what I meant by X pill, right? So you imagine, the dark world is using it, but ultimately, this is the bad part. It takes just over 100 children to produce a liter.
Who's saying this?
Bro, they electrocute them repeatedly and then drain their blood.
Who's saying
This is
this?
the most evil, vile thing I've ever heard.
Who's saying this?
Bro,
Time out.
YouTube it, man.
Time out.
Who's saying this?
World is flat.
No, time out. This is why all these kids are going missing, bro. The elite are kidnapping kids in mass.
Pizzagate, adrenochrome.
1,000%.
I'm just saying, there may be dots to be connected.
I don't believe in coincidences. There's no coincidences.
There is no. I don't
in this
believe.
world, in the universe,
I'm just saying.
period.
I don't believe in coincidences.
I don't believe in
everything happens for a
coincidences.
reason.
And it just seems to correlate too much for me.
And the article that I posted there, I'm not going to read it, but the headline of the article says, "The dark virality of a Hollywood blood harvesting conspiracy."
Yeah, there's no conspiracy. It's happening.
Hey man, I believe there's.
I believe
there's some fucked
they're
up
getting
shit
some kind of
happening in
fucking
this world.
limitless pill, and that's it.
Yeah.
I just don't know what the adrenochrome is.
So adrenochrome, ADRENO chrome. Look that up.
I'm huge on conspiracy theories. I'm gonna go to sleep.
So am I, but I'm curious when I'm gonna dive into it. I don't know when I'm gonna dive into it
I'm
yet.
definitely not doing nothing into this. Hell no.
Why not?
I'm not sleeping tonight because this is gonna happen.
Very quick sports news here. Canelo Alvarez, he's officially a free agent. He was signed to DAZN. He had I think we actually announced it on the Trim Reviews podcast. I think it was a $500 million deal, if I'm not mistaken. But then Floyd was like, fam, it ain't that much. It's 10 fights. It's 50 mil a fight. I make 300 mil a fight. What we talking about? So, because
but not everyone is Floyd.
No, but when it was announced, people were saying, "Oh, Canelo has finally taken over Floyd 500 mil," because Floyd's biggest payday is like 300 mil, right? And Floyd's like, "Fam, it's 10 fights," and then it was like, "Okay, that's that." But nonetheless, that was done only last year, give or take.
Oh shit, he fought 10 fights that fast?
No, he's been having disputes. So he's now officially a free agent. Canelo Alvarez has been released from his contract with not only Golden Boy Promotions, but also DAZN. After many days of negotiations, representatives for Canelo and Golden Boy Promotions had reached an agreement to release the 4-time champion. Whoever picks him up,
means.
Showtime,
better have the
pay
bag.
up. HBO, pay up. Whoever picks this guy up, oh my god, it's gonna be scary. And I think that was it.
Oh, I asked something there, but it's not important.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it. That's it. Let's wrap up the show, please. Please. That was a very abrupt, but it's okay. With that being said, that will take us to the end, the unfortunate end of another episode of the True North Views podcast. Episode 129. Definitely appreciate these episodes where we have very little music to talk about. It kind of just brings out the random banter. And I always appreciate that. And if you guys appreciate that, please continue that conversation by telling a friend to tell 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 a friend,
and your mother,
and your mother,
and your mama,
auntie,
and
your grandmother, your sisters, Kamala Harris, anyone that you want, tell her.
Tell all the Joes.
Please tell Kamala Harris.
All the Joes. Yeah, we definitely got to make the episode.
All the Joes and all the hoes.
I see Shola taking away from the South naming by mentioning Joes again. So well done. Well played.
Bring it back to the Joes.
Bring it back to the Joes.
It's all about the Joes, baby.
You know what? Let's get into our names because it's ain't about the Joes as usual. I go by the name of Harris.
Dill Stew, the caramel god.
Skirt Master here, Mr. Triple Double, no assist. Stealing 70 mil from the TTC. Cheers. You can call me Just Shola.
And please, before we get out of here officially, just tell them that number one rule.
Watch out for the wastemans.
Please, guys, watch out for the motherfucking wastemans.
Facts.
It's been a hot week, but it's getting back to cold. Get your jacket up.
That.
I saw a tweet that said, ladies, if you're gonna go out in a ball dress and a ball gown and this and that, don't rock a North Face with it. Invest in an actual jacket.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, though.
The ball dress with the North Face is crazy.
Men too. There's a version of the men's one for that too. I'm just saying.
I don't mind the look, man. Anyways, True North Views podcast episode 129
with the Montclair too.
Peace. I'm dead.